welcome again to another episode from Elite Legions, ladies and gentlemen. In this one, we're gonna talk about the Shield Maidens and how they rose to be an amazing S tier once again. So, without any further ado, let's begin. First, you need to switch them to the swords line, the bottom line in their veterancy tree. Hence, while wielding their swords, now they deal double damage to armored units compared to their spear damage. Second piece of information, the skill number 2 is now finally fixed. Earlier this season, they used to do this, and before that, they used to just like run around and raise their shields, just waiting to be hit or something, which was really awkward. And just a friendly tip, never trust the patch notes, because they don't write everything in there. So you need to try the unit over and over again every single season. And in the final tip, follow carefully. Their block in spears, while wielding the spears I mean, is somehow higher than the block while wielding their swords. So how to abuse this? Simply use the skill cover commander, then switch to swords, and after that do not press anything, literally anything. Some of you would say, oh no wait, the skill number 2 while wielding the swords actually do the same like cover commander. I mean, you press 2, they triple strike the enemy, then swarm around you like cover commander. Well, here's the catch. If you press cover commander while wielding the spear, then switch them to swords, they will gain like around 35% more block. That's the bug I'm abusing right now. But the downside while abusing this bug is simple. If you go far away from them, they will rush to you, literally not hitting anything in their way, and they will just be like sitting ducks. So you need to be careful. And if you ever go through this situation, do not hesitate to press 2, especially if an annoying mole just like carry you and run away. So your maidens will try to chase you, and while chasing you, they will not hit the enemy, and this way your maidens will be massacred. So let's repeat the combo again. You press cover commander while wielding the spear, then switch to swords and fight your way. If you got codes, if you are in a bad situation, do not hesitate to press 2, and then actually just remember 2 things. You lose the bug in 2 cases. The first one when you press the skill number 2, which is triple strike while wielding their swords. The second case is when your maidens are knocked down or their block actually breaks. So if you have been in a furious battle or something and their block actually broke multiple times, you need to refresh that. So go back to spears, go into cover commander, and switch again to swords. And that was simply it. That is the trick of the maidens. I mean, look at this block while pushing the Fortigracios. Oh, and maidens, they are one of these units that even if you have like 3, 4, 5 left, you can still be useful to the team. Like in this clip, where I noticed the HELLSING coming from behind to charge us, and the only thing I could do is to give my teammates this amazing defensive buff. Which, in case you didn't know, or you're new to the game or new to the maidens, this buff is actually double the iron sights, and you simply give it to everyone in the circle. Just remember that sometimes it bugs if you press it quickly then cover commander right after it, so you will actually cancel the buff, so be careful with that. When you press the buff, give it 2 seconds. And if you press it so far away, it bugs even more. Your maiden will just like rush there, not giving the buff. And of course, if you have the healing doctrine, put it. I simply happen to just not have it. Now let's move to the units that can counter your maidens easily, and you have to be careful with them. First of all, Varangian Gods. They will wreck your worlds and literally like massacre your maidens in every way possible, so avoid them. Like by by all means avoid them. You have zero chance against them. Same goes with the Cellars, but if you notice that the skill number 2 for the Cellars is on cooldown, actually rush them. You have literally 14 seconds to absolutely obliterate them. Because for the Cellars, the skill number 1 doesn't have a high block value, but the second one actually shatters any block in their way. And guess what? Your Maidens actually heavily depend on their block. So, versus Cellars, when they press the skill number 2, engage them. You are the absolute winner in this battle. Now when it comes to the Reapers. Okay, so the Reapers are kinda so tricky because the block break for the Reapers lies within their charge. So, guess what? If you actually go a charge with the charge, or actually just like stand there still and let the Reapers charge you, they will break your block and you will lose your extra block. So the winners in this scenario will be the Reapers and you will actually get massacred. So to avoid this situation, simply dodge the Reapers charge. If you do so, you are the winner. The Reapers will not even have a chance against your Maidens. I mean, yeah, you will suffer losses, but you will be the winner, like 100% all the time if you dodge the Reapers charge. Last but not least, the Grey Hair Garrison. Well, the Grey Hair Garrison will give Maidens a tough time, especially if they have their last stand ability. So you have two options, and one option to completely avoid. Do not provoke them with your Maidens. Your Maidens are kinda stupid. They are not like disengaged unit. So you will lose a lot if you try to provoke the Grey Hair Garrison. So the other option is simply just like crush through them or completely avoid them. You have no other option. Oh, just one last tip. When you go versus the Grey Hair Garrison, they are a very slow unit. So you actually have the time to press the skill number 1 Guardian and boost the defense of your Maidens right before switching to swords and engaging the Grey Hair Garrison unit to have the minimal losses as possible. And that's it. They literally counter any other melee unit, including Palace Guards and Zerkers. I mean, you can literally wipe out a squad of Berserkers with no damage taken to your Maidens. But that's a perfect scenario where your Maidens will not even get ulted with the hero. So yeah, if the hero ults your Maidens, you will take some decent damage from the Zerkers. So once again I repeat, remember, if you go versus a unit or something that can break the block of your Maidens, you have to refresh it for this bug to work for you. And if you press anything else after switching to swords, like C, V, formation, any skill, your Maidens will lose the extra 35% more block. And that's it. I hope this video was useful, and see you soon, Lulu. Now I shall leave you with some of the predictions of the next season unit.